everyone, welcome back. Today is another What Sold Wednesday. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Mandy. I am a full-time reseller as of the end of June, I believe, and I have been doing this part-time, which pretty much was just working full-time on this and my other job for 5 years, but decided to let the old job go and be my own boss, which has been great. So I make reseller content, mainly, what sold videos are every Wednesday, and then Monday, Fridays, I do some sort of other video. It could be a thrift with me, a thrift haul, an informational video, unboxings. So if you enjoy that content, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. This last week was pretty crazy. And not in a good crazy. I was extremely sick. I don't think I've been this sick pretty much since I can remember. I tested a couple times for COVID. It all came back negative, so I'm guessing it was some sort of flu. I'm still a little bit congested, but I definitely am able to walk around. The body aches have finally gone away. That was absolutely horrible. So this week, I really did not get much done in my reselling. So this is the week of October 30th through November 5th. Like I said, I didn't really have a lot of energy to do much for my business. It was mainly, what I could do on my phone. So I was doing a lot of offers to likers, which I don't normally do because I don't like giving a shipping discount. If you don't know, you can send offers to people on Poshmark and just put it in a bundle, and then you don't have to send the shipping discount. But I decided, since I wasn't doing much else, I needed to get something done. I had a few listings that I had saved in my draft, so I was able to put some new merchandise out. Other than that, I was just utilizing my flip tool and relisting, delisting, just kind of looking at some listings. I did notice this week on a couple of the things I did sell that I had some spelling errors, so that was something I was kind of looking for and just tweaking little things. I was pretty much just putting in, minimal effort, so at least I was doing something. And surprisingly, it was better than the week before. So I don't know. Going into next week, I will have more time and energy to do more listings. Since I was sick for the whole week, I didn't get any thrifting done as well. And I'm not the type of person that keeps a huge death pile. I like to keep things pretty much streamlined, and once they're in, they get processed and then photographed, shortly after they're here. I do have a couple things left over from some other shopping trips. I'm gonna go today, probably film that one because I do have 30% off at a local thrift store, so I'm hoping that they have some good stuff. I'm definitely gonna be hitting our version of the bins. I'm gonna take you guys there too because I think some of you are maybe wondering, like, what does that mean when I say that? It's just that it's not affiliated with Goodwill at all. It's a local thrift store in town, and they also do clothing by the pound, but it looks a little different, and it's only clothing, shoes, and accessories, no hard goods. So I'm going to show you that, and I also need to get stuff for Play-Dohs. I didn't go there last week, and that is also a pretty large part of my business model, is I do go to Play-Dohs like once or twice a week to get cash for my items from the bins. So since I didn't do that last week, I'm a little behind on that as well. So it's going to be a busy, busy week. So this was the week of October 30th through November 5th. Mercari, a couple more sales this week, which was great. So I had $168 over there. After fees, I made $142.73. Poshmark, still a little low. I normally have, at least 20 to 30 on Poshmark. I do kind of think that, I'm still quote unquote shadow banned like I talked about last week. I did do, since I was sick, I tried doing a couple silent shows. They never amount to anything, but I thought maybe it would appease the Poshmark gods and help me in the algorithm. So it may have helped a little bit, but I would like to get back to where I was. My sales there were $334 after fees. That left me with $265.65 and an average sale price of $27.83. eBay was definitely the winner this week with $363.14. After fees and shipping, I made $263.21 with an average sale price of $60.52. Nothing on Depop again. I told you in the last video someone had sent me an offer. I accepted, never paid for it. So I don't know. I don't know what I think about Depop. I might just let it go in the next year. We'll see. Gross sales were $865.14 after my shipping fees and my cost of goods, which I use an average cost of goods, which I believe this month is $325. So that left me for last week's profit. What I take home is $596.84 and an average sale price of $37.61 with 23 items sold. Compared to last week, not much different. And the week before was the bad week with Mercari where I didn't have any. And then this was a little bit better in the beginning of October. So I don't know what happened here towards the end. Hopefully things will start going upward. So now I will show you my listings on what sold on the platforms. This listing is actually from last week. I didn't show you because I wanted to let the video go out first on Friday. This was that pair of Corral Western boots. I listed them. I think they sold the first day within a couple hours. I did have them listed for $180. Someone sent me an offer of $165. I could have gotten more and waited, but I feel like when I do that, sometimes I just get bit in the butt and it ends up happening where they just sit and sit and sit, and I should have taken the original offer. So I decided $165. She's getting a deal. I'm getting a deal. I only paid, what was that one? $60, $80 for the whole box. So that was fine. So this was from last week's, but I did want to show you that. Then I sold this Coach bag. It was like a messenger laptop bag, all leather. I got this at Goodwill for $20. This was another leather piece. It was a leather duster. I got this at Goodwill for $1.99. I was buying these pretty consistently when I could find them for that cheap. This was kind of like an older looking one. I'm not quite sure why I picked it up, probably just because that much leather for $1.99 is a great deal, but the style is not great on this. A Lodi, this one had some staining. It came in a Quick Lots box on the collar, and I'd had it for a while, figured just get rid of it, so somebody bought it for $7. It was new with tags. Banana Republic, these came in that thread-up box, the women's 25 piece, not that long ago. That sold for $20. Idly Wind, I believe this is how you pronounce that, by Miranda Lambert. This is another thing that I was talking about with not taking people's offers. I had these listed probably 8 months, and someone offered me, I think, like $38 when I first had them listed. I should have taken that because I've relisted these a million times, and I finally took an offer of $24. So lesson learned, if you do put something out and it is a decent offer, just take it. J. Crew, this was a wool blend mini skirt, sold for $17. Pure Collection animal print cashmere cardigan. I had never heard of this brand before since it was 100% cashmere. That's why I picked it up. I got this at the bins. It was like, I don't know, probably 6 ounces. So I paid, not even $1 for it. Great flip there. Zella, this was a dress. It was in, I think, that latest Quick Lots box. And I went back and forth with the person on this a couple times. Here's one of the spelling errors that I noticed while I was going through some of my listings. This one I didn't catch before it was sold. And that one sold for $28. Cole Haan, this was kind of interesting. I had these marked down, I think, all the way to $11, and people just kept liking it. No one would pull the trigger and buy it. So then I relisted them, and within, I think, 3 hours, somebody bought them for full price at $35. So definitely relisting, delisting is something to do, on some of your older items. I wouldn't do it continuously on the same item. Give it the 30, 60 days and get some new eyes on it. These, I have a weird feeling that they're going to end up coming back to me. And here's another one of my spelling errors that I noticed too. I just have a feeling these are going to come back. They asked a lot of questions about them, so we'll see. They're just they're just a pair of pull-on flared black jeans. I had sent these to Plato's like probably 5 times. I don't know why they didn't take them. I think this is very trendy for right now, but Oh well, $15. I ended up making more than what I would have gotten at Plato's. Hopefully they don't open a case on something, but we will see. Victoria's Secret, incredible knockout bra. These bras are meant for pretty high impact. And I think I only had this one listed for maybe a day or two and someone offered me 20 and I took that. Our bras at Goodwill are $3.99, and unless they deem that there's something better, and sometimes they'll mark them up, but not all the time. So this one I would have paid $3.99. Ralph Lauren, I got these at Goodwill probably for $3.99. I had them for a while and kept dropping in the price. Somebody finally paid $17. Talbots, I got these at the bins. They were like folded perfectly at the bottom of a bin. So I don't know if just nobody found them, no one wanted to sell them. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, they're new with tags, Talbots, size 12. It's a little bit bigger of a size. I ended up getting 38. This came in a Quick Lots, that last Quick Lots box, and I took an offer from 35 to 27. This one sold late last night. Lafayette 148. I did find out that the Real Real does not take this brand in everything. I had sent them a skirt and they rejected it saying for the brand, and I was like, wait a minute, I just sent them like blazers and they took them. So if you do sell on the Real Real, make sure to check their designer list. If there's a little asterisk, you can click on it and it'll say, currently only taking coats, blazers, and whatever. So apparently they don't take skirts anymore, which this one ended up going for 40, which is great. Definitely it's better if this is plus size, I've noticed in this brand, and if it is better material, and this one was wool. This was a Lululemon, just a pullover crew neck. It didn't have any interior tags and it had a couple stains. This was the only thing that showed Lululemon on it. I just measured it. I mean, it's super oversized. I think this probably would fit almost to like like a 3X. And someone offered me 35 from 45. Figured that was fine just because I didn't know the exact size and it did have the stains. This was a vintage single stitch Miller Genuine Draft shirt. I originally had this listed for 28. Someone offered me 24, which is fine. It was almost like the material was getting pretty thin, that it's almost becoming like a burnout tee just with time. So I think this was a good flip. It seems like the demand for alcohol branded shirts, vintage or not, has gone down. I don't know if that's just like the current younger generation isn't really wearing that and they would prefer, more band tees or other graphic tees. At one time, it was pretty easy to sell almost any type of alcohol branded t-shirt, but now I'm definitely holding back. Kenneth Cole, I got this puffer jacket at the bins. There was a day when it was like this one, and I think another Kenneth Cole that was maybe a little bit smaller. I don't know why anyone didn't pick them up. They were pretty much brand new, and this person offered me $42. I figured that's a deal for them. It's a deal for me. I only paid probably $3 for it. Now to eBay, never fully dressed. This is something that came in a Quick Lots box quite a few months ago. It was new with tags. I did take an offer of $30 for this, which is fine. I've had it forever. Nike leggings. These were kind of like, they were velour, so they are a little bit warmer. They were new with tags, size small, and I did send an offer out for $24.99, and someone picked those up. This came from the bins. I believe this was Alfred Dunner, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. The only reason I picked this up was because it had kind of that Fair Isle look to it. It was definitely, like the vintage style sweaters that some people are looking for the fall and winter. And this one sold for the $17.50. I did run a sale last week too on eBay on certain items for 30% off. Laundry by Shelley Segal. This was another puffer coat I found at the bins. This one was like in immaculate condition. And this one sold for an offer of $45. Kate Unger. Kate Unger, I've sold this brand a couple times. mainly in this style. It's a walkthrough jumpsuit. This came in that Quick Lots box, and they sent me an offer of $145. Since I was hurting for sales, I figured $145 was, high enough. Mainly because this is a sleeveless jumpsuit. If it was long sleeve, I maybe would have held on for a little bit longer, but $145 is good with me. And then the last one were the pair of Levi's, the ribcage straights. These came in, when was that? Like, I think it must have been last week in my denim, thread up denim box. And I sent an offer for $34.99. So these have almost paid for that entire box. Let me know below in the comments how your sales have been going. Have they been picking up now that we're getting closer to the holiday season? I still can't believe that we're, a week into November already. I mean, it's going to be Thanksgiving before you know it, and then the holidays. And also, how are you guys doing on your holiday shopping? I'm almost done. I'm the type of person where I'm shopping. I mean, obviously, I'm a reseller, so I'm always shopping, but I'm shopping for presents for the holiday season, birthdays, all that kind of stuff year round so that I can find great deals. So I'm pretty much done. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give me a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys come back for Friday's video. It is going to be on my inventory system. So I will show you what I do with my inventory, how I process it, what I have for my inventory on the computer, how it gets tracked, what it looks like. So that could be beneficial if you're looking for an easy inventory system, or maybe you have one that you just don't completely love. You could take a look and see if there's any pieces of mine that would work for your benefit. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for hanging out.